Substitution and equivalence. Now let's look at substitution first. All of us heard the word substitute before, which means to take the place of, taking the place of, whatever of it is, to replace. It can also mean to so to substitute is to take the place or to replace the thing. Equivalent is from the word equa, means the same. So equivalence is the same value. Same value. Okay, so we have substitution, to take the place or to put in the place of, or to replace. Equivalence is same value. When I work with algebra and algebraic expressions, we sometimes substitute values in the place of the variables, and then we can find the value of that expression. So what we do is we say we evaluate an expression, so double S, evaluate an expression by substituting a number or numbers. Okay, so let's look at an example. If we look at AFL, now some of you don't know what AFL is, but I'll quickly teach you. AFL, footy, what happens is I have two ways of scoring, get scores. The first one is by getting a goal. Right, so goal, I'm going to say let goals be X, let goals be X, and for every goal I get 6 points, which means 6 times X. If I get one goal, 6 times 1 is 6. If I get 2 goals, 6 times 2 is 12. I have 12 points. Okay, let goals be X. The other way of getting a point or getting points is by getting a behind. So let goals be X and behinds be Y. And a behind is only 1 point, which means that it is plus Y. So in AFL, I can calculate what is the number, what's the points, total points of a team by saying 6 times how many goals they had plus how many behinds they had, because behinds are 1 point and goals 6 points. So if I now say find the value if there were 4 goals and 3 behinds, what you can do is you can substitute this in the place of X, because 4 goals means 6 times, and I'm going to use a bracket to always substitute, 6 times 4 plus the Y is 3. There's 3 behind, so Y is 3. This is X, and this is Y. Now 6 times 4 is 24 plus 3. So this team will have 27 points. Okay, so what we did is we've evaluated, right? We found the value of this expression if X was a certain number, 4, and Y was another certain number, which was 3. So I could find the value. When I look at equivalence, if I have 2 equivalent expressions, if they always give me exactly the same answer, if I substitute any number. Okay, well, let me just rephrase that. That doesn't matter what values I put in there. If I put the same values in both of the equations or both the expressions, they will give me the same value. For example, I can say that 6x plus y is equivalent to y plus 6x. Because if I put 4 and 3 in there, I'm still going to get 27. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 3 is 27. So that will be equivalent equation. Or sorry, equivalent expression. So how do I check? I have to check at this stage. The only way you can do it is by putting in a few values. If there's a few values put in and you get the same value for each expression, then we can assume that they are equivalent. Please look at the examples to make sure you understand that topic.